Hey Bikeaholics, Ryan Erlacher here, lawabidingbiker.com. Quick vlog. You see the sun? Yes, we are socked in down here for like a week and a half. They say it's the fires up in BC, socking us in down here in eastern Washington. There it is. And it's 105 degrees out here. I've been working hard. I'm very lucky to have a facility. I'm on my day off. I've been working hard on Law Abiding Biker media stuff. This is a day off actually, but I still came down because I like to push myself, and I really am always practicing my law enforcement motorcycle officer skills. And I actually got asked, I have to put on the training for our motors unit this month. So I was down here, I was actually down here a couple days ago. I'm down here on a day off, working my butt off. I wanted to share a little bit with you guys. I know you guys request a lot of this stuff. So I'm trying to vlog a little bit more about the Leo motor officer job. This is just one pattern I'm going to show you. At the end of this video, I'll actually walk you through the pattern in case it's something you're interested in. If you have a motors unit or something like that and you're interested in it, I'll walk you through and give you the measurements and all that kind of stuff and give you an overview. I'll give you a bunch of shots of this. Is just one pattern. I'm going to set up a whole bunch of stuff for this month's training, but I really needed to get a new pattern. I really wanted to challenge our guys, and so I needed a new pattern, and so I really worked something out. It's brand new. I've never been told about this pattern. I actually just have been setting up cones, measuring. It's 105 degrees out here. It's a little cooler now. There's a little breeze. But I want to have something that has a reason behind it. And what I really want to do, I do want to say real quick, this is an advanced pattern that I set up, like very advanced. So it's not something, you would throw down unless you're an advanced rider. It's a very technical pattern, and you really have to know what you're doing, so to speak. So that's a little warning. But what I really want to do is get the guys. This is a keyhole behind me. You can see it. That's our keyhole. That's an 18-foot keyhole setup there. I'll give you guys a shot of it. And I just kind of worked off that. That's one of our standard keyholes. It's like 18 feet 5 inches, something like that. So I built off it. And again, I'll show you at the end of the video. I wanted to get the guys to really have to get in a rhythm, and I really wanted them to have to throw their bike over to one side and throw it over to the other side within reason, because if you go too far, you won't be able to get it back over. If you do this drill right, it can look and feel really good. If you don't do it right, and you're forcing the bike, if you get in that habit, if you're forcing and trying to stand it up too much, so to speak, it's going to feel really awkward. It's going to be hard to get through. So it's going to take some time for our guys, I think, to really get the motion. Once they get it, I'm telling you, it feels so awesome. And again, I measured it all out. I actually drew it, and I'll give you guys an overview of it and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. On a day off, of course, Law Abiding Biker Media worked long last night. We did a podcast, filmed 2 videos. I'm out here by myself today, measuring, training, and of course I run through it a bunch because I always like to, you can't have enough practice. Being a motors officer, it's a very diminishing skill. You really have to stay on top of what you're doing, and so I don't mind spending my own personal time on my day off. At least I have the facility and cones and stuff to set up new patterns and challenge the guys in our unit. And I hope you too, and whatever level you are out there and wherever level you're riding, always push yourself within reason to the next level. Do it safely, do it in a controlled environment. Anyways, guys, don't forget, quick subscribe to this channel so you're notified when we come out with new free videos, because we have a ton in the works for you guys. Give it a thumbs up, like it, share it with all your biker friends. I hope you guys are well. I definitely hope you are out there getting some riding in or training it just on your motorcycle and feeling good out there. Knees in the breeze, guys. All right, peace out. The first leg here is about, you can manipulate this if you want a little bit, it's about 32 feet long. It's got 7 cones to the first entrance of the keyhole. I'll show you over there. The cones are all 4 feet apart, inside base to inside base. So 4 feet apart, we move into cone 3. Inside base to inside base, that's 1 foot. It forces you over to do a little weave here. We're going 3 more cones. Of course, this one's on this side, 1 foot inside base to inside base. We continue down our 32-foot leg. And right here, and I will mention that all this leg, all these cones up to this point are 6 feet inside base to inside base, 6 feet wide. And I'll move down here. Again, we're still 6 feet wide here. Let me move to the opening. This is a 5-foot mouth to this keyhole. So inside base to inside base, 5 feet. The actual width of this, if those cones are on their paint, I'll discuss that in a minute, is from the outside of this cone to the outside of this cone, if it's on its paint, is 5 foot 5 inches, and again 5 feet wide. Now you can really manipulate this drill. That's an 18.5-foot keyhole is what that is. And if you put those on their paint, of course it makes the drill more difficult, and that's what's nice. I set it up so depending on the rider's abilities, you can start it so they can get some confidence and then slowly move those pivot cones where you pivot into the keyhole out and just kind of build their confidence if they're having a rough time. So again, 6 foot wide, a little bit wider there at this point because it's about 6.5 because we have that cone in. We move over here, the exit gate, we have to widen up because you come out of that, you really want to stay in that rhythm. We bump it out right here to 7 feet. So if that cone's on its paint, that pivot cone over there, to this cone, inside space to inside base, 7 feet. And then the next cone, bam, we're opening it up to 9 feet because we really want to get the bike leaned over. And there's just, with a Harley, you need enough room. So that's pushing it there, 9 feet. Again, those cones 9 feet, you exit. 12 foot is your first cone. And you can see I didn't put it directly in the center. You can play with this too. It's kind of offset from the exit cones a little bit. It's not right centered. That's because you're going to come around this way and you're going to come around the right side. 12 foot. Again, we're going to weave through here and 12 foot to that cone. We're weaving around 12 foot. And then I do a curve, kind of an offset cone drill. I throw a little weird deal in it. I want to keep them away from the rocks here a little bit. Plus it just makes them think. So I open this up because you've got to really come back and get through. I open this inside base to inside base 13 feet. And then we come around this way and there's our exit gate. You can see how it's kind of in line. So when you exit and it's set back at 12 feet. And you can put timers on this drill and really push it. Of course, you can enter the keyhole when you're actually coming in. It's best to enter from the side that I showed you there. Of course, if you get really good, you can run it backwards and see how that goes for you. Just push yourself, but really you come in that way, that end, and you can go in the keyhole either right or you can come in and go left. I can do it both ways, and yes, it can be done with those cones all the way on the paint. It's a lot more difficult, of course. Just that little extra bit helps you really lay that bike over. And again, this drill is all about rhythm. If you get the rhythm, it looks badass and it feels badass. If you're fighting it and trying to stand the bike up, it'll give you a difficult time, but that's what the course is designed for.